Hi, welcome to the Title 31 training today. This training will be in regards to the questions of analyzing the security auditing data inside the Title 31 software. So I'm gonna go here. I'm logged into the application already, so I'll go into the admin. I'm gonna log into the admin section here. Username, default passwords are 1 2 3 4. Go ahead and log in. So we'll touch on the footprint option first, and then we'll come back to the auditing list here. So I'm going to go to command number 3 here, and you had two footprint options. So the first footprint option, this is a visual tracking in real time. So on this, it only shows you the last 5 days. Okay, so what the software does is it monitors the activity and access areas of the application for each user that's logged into the system. So it'll track the network user, where the user is coming from, and the user that is logged in to the system, to the software. So this is the network. This would be your network user, and then this right here would be the login user to the system, and then the event, if they're logging in or they're logging off, and then the area in which they are accessing. Okay, so we'll close out of that here. Go back to the admin section here. I think I just logged myself off. Okay, so we'll go into the footprint all. The footprint all list gives you everything that the system has logged in. Okay, so here what we're going to do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this data over to Excel, and I can filter on the Excel side. Okay, so before we do that, if you attended our other trainings, you'll know that you can also filter and sort here as well. So if you choose these arrows up here, you can do data source as well. So your data filter, if I only want from this timestamp column here, if I only want last week or last quarter or last year, you can filter and sort from here as well. System users, if I wanted only a particular user per se, I can choose that. Okay, I can do a text filter as well. Okay, a custom filter. System current users. Okay, if I just want a particular user. Login events. If I just want all the logins or log off, I can filter that. Different areas. Okay, if I only want, let's say, all let's say the PO section, then I would choose that PO section only. Okay, but for this training here, we're gonna extract all this data. So I'm gonna click on the upper left hand corner here, highlight all the text, and I'm gonna use the Control and C key on my keyboard to copy that. Go over to Excel, and we're gonna open up a brand new Excel file here, and we're gonna paste it here. Control V, and that's how I would bring over all my data. Let me just expand these fields a little bit so you can kind of see what the fields a little bit better here, and we'll expand this a little bit. And the events doesn't need to be that big, so we'll make that a little bit smaller here. Okay, so once you get all your data over, you can add sort and filter also in Excel, and then you can add another sheet if you like, and you can do charts and etc. based on your data. Okay, so in this example here, if I want to sort and filter, I can highlight this first row here. Okay, go into the Home tab, and I'll go over to where it says sort and filter here, and I will add the filter to it. Okay, you'll see that it changes and add these little arrow that is very similar to how the Title 31 application will have it as well. These little arrows up here. Okay, go back to Excel here. Okay, so now very similarly you can sort by these options as well. So if I wanted to just a network user, I can pick that. Let's say I only want from the programmer, so we'll just unselect everything, choose programmer, and click OK, and we'll get just the filter just for the programmer options here. Okay, so you can see under the where it says system user here, you see the little funnel and the little arrows. Okay, if I want to see everything again, I can go ahead and select all. I'll see everything again. Okay, so very similar to how the application has it, you can sort and filter in Excel also. One of the biggest advantage of having the data, pulling the data over to Excel, is you can chart. You can create charts, and you can do other data analysis that the application doesn't offer. Okay, so let's go into the go back to the application here. Okay, so that is the footprint view. View all. I'll close out of that here, and we don't want to save anything on the clipboard, so say no there. Okay, the other option is the audit log. Okay, so you can float the 30-day logs, which didn't show much. Let's float everything. Okay, so this is all the log here. This is the auto refresh every 10 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to choose up here in the left hand corner here. I'm going to use the option, try it again, Control C to copy everything. And let's go over to Excel here, and let's open a new sheet here. Now this is the audit log here, so I'm going to Control V to paste it. Okay, and it's going to paste everything. Let me resize that giant field there. There's a lot of text in there. Okay, and we'll just expand these fields a little bit so you can all see what's inside the field there. Okay, so very similarly, once you get your data here, we can highlight this first row here, our header here, and be in the home tab, go to sort and filter, and we can add the filter, and from there we can sort and filter, okay, based on these options here, just like on the application side. And once again, one of the main reasons bringing it over to Excel is excellent for data analysis. Okay, whether it's you're doing data analysis for financial records, system and security auditing files, just about any data, Excel is extremely useful for that. So well, here if I want to just filter for a particular user per se, let's say we want only Eunice, and she doesn't have any, so let's go back here, let's choose me here. Yep, and these are all my inputs. Okay, so this is from the audit log. Okay, this tracks changes that I have made to data inside the application. Okay, and then these records here from the footprint, these are the logs that tracks all the users and the network user logging in and accessing certain areas of the Title 31 applications. So one of the things you want to look for is, for example, if I scroll down a little bit here, user is logged in, but no user has entered the system, and they log on to the system inside the application without a username. So incidents like this is what you would pay attention to and investigate how a user is able to log on into the system and without a username, and from that network area there. Okay, so it's things like this that you can investigate on the footprint side. I know a lot of people look for the deletion fields, users deleting data, unauthorized changing of data So for example, we take a look at this role here, this user here, changed it, the description here, this is the before value, and then they took off this is the end value here, so they changed it, this text to that text in the training description in the training table, okay, with the record of 1, so you can track down who made certain changes and who made certain deletions. Okay, so that's how you would add here, and then if you like, you can create other sheets in Excel, and you can from there you can add charts and etc. Let me move this over a little bit here. My sheet here, I think I just moved it over. You can create charts. You can add charts based on your data from either the audit list or the footprint access control list as well. Okay, so your normal user won't be able to access these options here. I believe the supervisor side, they are able to, let me go to the supervisor here, they are able to see the audit log, and they are also able to monitor the access log as well. And for the supervisor here, they can float the audit log as well, and they can see the footprint as well. Okay, the last 5 days. Okay, so using this option here, these options, you can do some investigations on the access point of your end users, and also not just that, but which area they are accessing, and how long they are logged into the system, and which area they're constantly going into. You know, so that's the security logs are extremely important. Let me go to the audit log here so you can see the changes. So I know for the footprint view, it certain critical areas, it'll be highlighted in red. Very similarly on the audit log, any deletions, when the system picks up a deletion, it's going to highlight in red. The color coding just helps you identify it when you're analyzing a ton of data such as this here. Okay, we'll go ahead and close that there. And that is the security training on the administration section side, and I hope that helps you and also answers a lot of the question about the audit features and the footprint options in the application. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to send us a email or send your questions in, and we'll bundle it up, and you know, we'll create a training video about it, so that it'll help you and it'll give you a point of reference if you should someone else should have the same question. Other than that, thank you for attending the training, and I hope that answered a lot of the questions regarding the auditing feature and security access control points that the application monitors in the admin side. Alright, thank you for attending the training.